Welcome to Soccer as we like it, the channel for Man United and football fans. Overall, we are back as the season's about to start its real pre-season and transfers all over. Joining me today, representing the UK, the one and only, the analyst, Vim. Welcome to the show.
Hey guys, how you all doing?
Good. We have representing Denver and Houston Red Army, the singing director, Louis, who was with me on the Copa America. And, he did say your football wasn't coming home, but we leave that for another day. Anyway, Louis, welcome to the show, mate.
I told you so.
Oh,
You didn't
God.
want to hear it.
I
You wasn't
will.
having none of it.
Quickly, Vim,
Mm.
while most of us were not able to talk about the Euros quickly, but we're just going to jump in that
Mm.
quickly just to summarize it. Even when England went the final, did you have
Mm.
hope England could beat Spain, or you still thought we'll lose?
No, I mean, I think someone
Louis,
posted in
stop it. Louis, don't start.
what? Yeah, I think someone posted as well that 22 finals against Spanish teams and English teams always lose.
Is that
I didn't feel
first?
hopeful because it was a rubbish tournament for England, even though they got to the final.
Yeah,
Their play was rubbish all the way
right.
throughout, apart from Netherlands. And I think the problem is the manager. I think he's too negative and he's too defensive minded and he's too cautious. And he doesn't know how to utilize a really talented squad. And he dithers and he's slow to make changes. And the players are getting frustrated. And although they look happy at camp, I think they just know that tactically he doesn't have anything going on there.
I think
That's it.
England, I think we believed, I believed we could just do a smash and grab,
Yeah,
since we had now become penalty shooter experts. We thought, all right,
experts got
let's
lucky.
stink this place up, stink it
Yeah,
up, drag it into extra time, get to penalties and win. But Spain were not thinking that way at all. They were the best team throughout, consistent.
yeah.
So I get it. Right.
There was one thing. There's one parallel though I saw
Mm,
in the final. It felt like watching Man City play Man U in the way
Mm.
they play football.
yeah.
Spain being Man City, just total domination.
Mm,
Don't let you have the ball. When you get the ball, press you. And
right.
Man United stuck in
Hoping.
our third, couldn't get out, hoofing the ball up, and it comes straight back.
Yeah, yeah, it did feel like
Yeah,
that, Dan. It did
yeah,
feel. I mean,
yeah.
Louis, I don't even know where he's gonna. You're right. Where Louis, we already. Well, I mean, we did. I did predict. Funny enough, right? I did predict England will lose 2-1, but I hope they would win and change, surprise me. But I wasn't surprised. I mean, it was so obvious they were the best team through consistently.
Yeah, no,
So
I think I previously had said a lot of the same things that Vim had said. You have such a talented squad, but you have a manager that he wants to get towards the next game, but he doesn't want it to be his fault, definitely. And taking risk, I think for him, either it risks his job or it risks his reputation. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, he's not one that's willing to make those kinds of changes. Well, the changes that you want to see a good football manager make. You want to see a good football manager take a risk and it work out, right? That's what makes a good manager. And yeah, Southgate's not that guy, and those players they deserve someone who can who knows how to utilize the talents that they have. I think Southgate he plays very conservative, and then it's I need a superstar on the field to make me look good. Hence Jude Bellingham doing backflips and bicycle kicks and all kinds of stuff like that. So no, I think the future is bright for you lot over there. Maybe y'all can convince a Pep
So
or
there was an article on that today, and I put it in our community
mm,
that they want Pep is their first choice
no, it ain't happening.
it
to
would be
take
my
over.
first choice. It would
Yeah,
be my first choice by far.
yeah,
Um,
or Jurgen Klopp,
Oh, Jurgen Klopp.
who's
I
at
think
work.
Jurgen Klopp already said, I think he's counted himself out of it already. I mean, before
He
even
said no.
he said no. I
Did he?
mean,
Oh, it's a
yeah, I mean,
shame.
obviously, God, they were,
said
he
no to
was
go
the first
where?
guy they tried to propose it from last week. Like, they have
Mm.
the money, they've got a billion invested in English football, but who could lead the helm at the English Football Association and take England to that winning mentality? Quickly, Vim, which England player disappointed you most in this tournament?
Hmm.
Trippier was disappointing,
Yeah, he was.
but it's not really his fault. He shouldn't be playing as left back. every time he picked up the ball, he was unable to do what Luke Shaw does, which is get to the byline and cross the ball in. He's always pulling back, turning inside, and then trying to pass into the pitch, center of pitch, or going back. So it made the whole team very unbalanced, and we had no attacking threat on the left-hand side when he was there. So not really his fault. Gareth Southgate, being a plum that he is, didn't take another left back. He only took Luke Shaw, and we have lots of good left backs
I
in
don't
England.
understand that. I don't get it.
Yeah, but this is it. And, I also think it was a mistake for me personally not taking Jack Grealish, because that boy
I
can
agree
hold
so.
the ball. When he gets the ball, you can't take it off him, and he wins free kicks. And Spain would have had a difficult time with him because he would progress that ball forward. We could not keep the ball with Spain. Jack Grealish could do that. So Southgate just makes mistake after mistake after mistake, like our manager last year.
Let's welcome the Soul Man. Happy Sunday, Mr. Positive, representing Houston Red Army. Hello, mate. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
I've been avoiding you. You're late. I know he did that.
Hey, I don't know. I was at the gym.
Okay, that's good. I've been avoiding Joe for the week. The week we were in the final, I'll try to avoid Joe because I just hoped, can England just help me out, because I know what I'm going to deal with Joe during if it goes left. And
I take it Joe is not impressed with Gareth Slowgate.
No.
Yeah,
he's
Gareth
Northgate.
Like,
Joe has been saying he doesn't even know how they even got to that final. It's like when you say, how did Arsenal get to the top of the league table? But we don't know how they got there, but we know they're not going to stay there. That was his mentality. But Joe, you have 2 minutes to say, even when England got to that final, did you think for just maybe England could get to penalty shootouts and win that game?
it just didn't make any sense to me.
Oh,
Mute?
very quiet. I can hardly hear you.
Can you hear me? What about now?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's all right. Don't be shy. The Euros is over now. No one's going to harass
He
you.
moves quietly, but he carries a big stick.
And there's that. So, I mean, the fact that we were looking at England as a team that was going to like Stoke City this final, just like some kind of weird smash and grab type. Like, I think it was such a defeat.
It has happened in
such
football.
It was such a defeatist mentality to have going forward. There was nothing about that team that told me that, they were going to do something different. Wow. Because so there was one little spark, is that he changed the formation to a back three, and I saw he was able to implement more and more of the wing players into their play. But exactly, just like I think Vin was talking about it, as soon as they, tied the game, just sat back. They just no killer mentality, let's go and win mentality. Just like the whole strategy was moment of brilliance. That's it. That's all it was. It wasn't like, the way he took so long with certain players, Phil Foden, Harry Kane. It was just all the wrong decisions. And it wasn't because of injury or like certain other managers last season, as Vim falsely claimed. But you started feeling yourself, Tim. Yo, you saw Tim start getting real spicy on the WhatsApp.
Oh yeah.
Like just randomly, we're talking about one thing, we're talking about transfers. Tim just it's coming home, and then just leaves. Like nothing else. Come on. Tim was gassed. Tim was really gassed. And I was like,
I just felt, I felt that this might just be that moment, smash and grab moment. We might even go to penalties and because we took 5 penalties in a shootout we've never done and scored all 5. So we had gone over the lack of penalties. So United England were not thinking we could now handle penalty shootouts. So anything we could take it to penalties. So I was thinking maybe, just maybe,
I think this is like a global. I don't even understand. The world, do you understand? The world would have to come to the realization that if England wins the national tournament, like there's a possibility every Briton they know just become a different person the next day. Like there would just like there would be this massive change. Like you guys, it's all the Britons I know. I don't know anybody that was alive when you guys won
in
the
'66.
No, I wasn't alive. I wasn't born.
yeah.
My parents
So,
were still
like-
using contraception.
There are multiple, and there was that. There were multiple, generations that have not seen something like this before. Like I don't even understand how it just changes like the world will have to change if something like this ever happened.
It would lift
so-
that. It's almost like lifting that hoodoo or
Albatross.
whatever it is that England can't win a major tournament. So anyway, for hospitality, this country did extremely well with England getting to the final. There was an extra 800 million spent in hospitality, pubs,
Wow.
bars, restaurants,
That's
all
good.
that type of
That's good.
entertainment. So it was great for the
That's good.
economy. Yeah.
Right. All
That's
right.
good.
So, yeah.
That's good.
Well, it's
Well,
over.
there's that. Thanks,
It
Gary.
didn't come home. It didn't come home. It's
Yeah.
not coming home. We'll hope again. Maybe it'll come home in USA. Maybe it's supposed to come home in USA. We'll see.
Well, it's about the next manager, isn't it? If they
Yes.
get the right guy,
It's about
Mr.
the
Pep
next
or
manager.
Mr.
Nah,
Klopp or an elite manager, then it could be
I just
done.
can't see Pep.
But
I can't
Pep's
see
not going
Pep.
to leave
doesn't
now
even-
for another year, is he?
No.
He's at City for at
Yeah,
least another
he
year.
could be persuaded.
But they
I
made
know,
him
but
an
he's got-
offer.
Isn't this
Wait,
his
you
last
have-
season at City? Isn't this his last
Yeah,
season at
one
City?
season left. But they made him an offer. The FA made him an offer. They said he
Wow.
cannot refuse.
Wow.
And if he wants to help England out, which he may
Wow.
want to, then he could take that job
Why
because
would he-
City is kind of
Why would he
unraveling
want
now.
to do that?
Why? Because England is earning a lot of money here. So he needs to repay his debt.
I don't see
Joe
Pep
just
taking
doesn't
that
want
job.
anyone good enough to.
Yeah, Joe,
just
maybe-
doesn't-
Listen. I don't even think you guys need somebody like a Pep. If you guys have so much talent, you guys just need a sauce. Somebody just got some sauce. The team will do the rest. It's so like it's so
one-touch
right there.
passing. They can't do it. They play too slowly. So you
Mhm.
got to play the way Spain play. Fast possession, tiki-taka, quick movements. Did you see that goal they scored? It was done in 4 or 5 passes
Yeah,
from
the
the
second
keeper.
goal.
Yeah.
Damn.
They just sliced through our
It was
our
it was
midfield
quick. That goal, the
in
second goal was
defense,
very
yeah.
quick. 4
Yeah,
passes. It was
5
in there.
passes, yeah, 4 or 5.
We
So
better than
that's what
England
we
players
do
touching the
need
ball.
an elite manager
You're
to
not a-
show these
if-
guys how to play quickly.
I'm
pass
not
the
saying
ball.
it needs. I'm not saying it needs to be elite. You just need somebody that's specialized in attacking football so that he can drill his system to the team.
Into them.
I don't think Southgate has an attacking
No,
tactical mind.
No, he was always a
know-
defender and he's a defensive-minded coach.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yeah,
the
so-
other guy they're considering is Graham Potter. I'm not
Oh,
sure about
Oh
that.
God. Oh well, it won't be coming home for quite a while. Right, let's go back to the club football now. Manchester United are doing big things, signing big names. I mean, talented players. I mean, we just heard recently that Ten Hag said they've taken some of his responsibilities in terms of scouting. Is that a good thing? I'm going to jump with Vim in that. Do you think that's better for him
It's
now?
a brilliant thing, yeah, because he needs to just focus on coaching and getting these boys to play football the way he wants them to play. You can't give him too many jobs to do, like going and finding all the talent and going and find scouting players, etc. Although it looks like we're just buying lots of Dutch players, which is probably what you wanted anyway. Just let him focus on coaching and just doing one job, and let the board and the upper management worry about everything else. So yes, good thing. And I do like some of the players that we've signed actually. So
Right.
yeah,
Louis,
things
your
ahead
thoughts?
hopefully.
Eric Ten Hag not having the responsibility of scouting players is now the new structure behind. Is that a good thing for him?
I mean, we've been saying this for a while. The prime example was Arteta coming in towards Arsenal, and his first signings were all backroom staff, structure, management, support. Something that Ten Hag hasn't had. There's been vacancies in positions for the last 10 years, some even longer. So started there. The structure has been nice. It's been exciting. Then the players that we've bought, man, Euro looked great. I mean, it's only Rangers, but
Only Rangers. Let's
it's a
calm
great,
down.
it's a great start
Yes.
for him.
It's a good start. Yeah. That's
you
why
know,
he's here.
but-
He's got to be able to play. That's why he's here,
But-
right? So
but
let's not be
seeing-
impressed that he can play.
Seeing us go
there are
for
levels to this.
seeing us go for younger, talented, affordable players.
Yeah.
This is what we've been crying out for. Because the $100 million superstar signings hasn't been working. And usually we're paying hundreds of millions of dollars for not superstars. Spinny McGee on the wing over there. But it makes us incredibly excited for the upcoming season.
Right.
I don't think we're gonna necessarily push for the top or anything crazy like this. But I think we will start to see the structure work out extremely, extremely well, and it does bode well longer term. So yeah, no, good things happening right now. Very, very, very good things.
Joe, your thoughts with Ten Hag now having less responsibility, now focusing on the team and that kind of stuff. Are you happy that he's not involved in looking for the players? I mean, what's your take quickly?
Yes, I really do like that structure change. I think it's good for both parties because Ten Hag can't say I was distracted with all this other stuff that didn't work out, and the organization could be like, hey, okay, we're giving you less work to do, and we want you to fully dedicate everything you got to the worst part of this organization, which is our product. We need you to work specifically on our product. We need better football. We need more wins. We need to be better defensively, and you take care of that, the tactics, and we'll take care of the signings. And if you notice, the signings are happening quicker. It's not getting dragged on, just like the idea that we initially were talking about Brathwaite, right? And within the time of Everton just doing their thing, just going back and forth with us, we went ahead and copped another center back and have already played him in a game. While Everton is like, oh, y'all still on that 80 mil shit? Okay, bet. We're just gonna keep moving, right? Until you guys recognize how much this guy's really worked with. We're not about to get hacked. Right. We will find other guys, and you're the one that's gonna have to deal with a disgruntled employee, disgruntled player, because I'm sure he wouldn't mind coming to United, right? And nobody would want to miss an opportunity like that.
Yeah, even though he said, "I'm happy at Everton." Don't they always say that?
No, they make that. That's that Liverpoolian like vibes. They gotta have that. They gotta have that kind of cult like love for their club. I mean, we expect that for our players too. But he's doing exactly what. That's good.
Okay,
that's just good.
Cool. Right. The two signings, Joshua Zirkzee and Euro. I mean, Lenny Euros. He played yesterday after 48 hours. The fact that yes, he's young. Yes, it's Rangers, but within 48 hours, he played like he had been there longer. I've seen people who are more seasoned than him, even in friendly fumble. He seemed confident. He seemed like he'd been there longer than 48 hours. That's my take. Vim, on Euro, good signing at that age.
So, question again?
Euro, Joshua Euro, Lenny Euro. At that age, he looked very confident playing for
How old is he?
18?
18. Yeah, he's got long legs, hasn't he? And he's pretty good.
6'3".
Got a good reach. So he seems to be able to make those good tackles. He's good interceptions, and he's pretty good passing the ball as well. So I did see his highlights yesterday. Pretty impressive. It's going to make Maguire look foolish. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
It's like they're going to be like night and day, those two. Eh?
I said, what doesn't make Maguire?
What doesn't? Yeah. Maybe
it's clever moving in a certain
that
direction.
Swedish defender doesn't make him look foolish. They're probably both as foolish. What's his name again? That we're trying to sell. Lindelof. Yeah, Lindelof. Yeah. So yeah.
His name.
Yeah, because it's just trying to forget about him. Those two, man. Like,
Lindelof gave us some good times though.
Yeah, he was all right,
Yeah.
but you need to move him on now. I think his time is
Yeah.
up. He needs to be moved on.
Zeki hasn't joined, right?
Zosi
yet.
is joined.
But he didn't play.
No, he didn't play. I think he'll be
Hmm.
starting the because they're flying out to America on Wednesday. So first
Yeah.
game on
Every
Arsenal on
it's
Saturday.
every member who was in a team that went further in the international
Euros.
tournaments. They're
Yeah.
not that Euros or Copa America. I don't think they're going to be back for the
Oh,
tour.
I see. So they probably
Right.
have a little bit of a
Yeah,
extended
yeah.
holiday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
And rightfully
Mainu,
so.
Mainu
Yeah.
and what's his name? Even
Mainu,
Garnacho, they're not gonna
Yeah.
Martinez.
But where's Rashford then? Because Sancho did a good job on that left. Where's Rashford? Is he still on holiday?
No, he played. He
No.
played the last game.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
played
yesterday.
Lusenberg.
Ah.
Yeah, he played
He
the
played-
Oh,
first
the
he
game.
one we
with
lost,
Rosenberg.
right? It was pretty
Yeah,
useless,
he
wasn't
played first half. He played like 46 minutes, something like that.
Yeah. Are we any closer to selling him?
No.
That'd be good news if we did.
I
No,
don't think that's gonna
because
happen,
I
not
think
this season.
PSG made the bid for Olise, didn't they?
Yes.
For who? Olise.
Olise.
Ah. And has he gone?
No.
Olise?
No, I don't think it's been confirmed yet. I don't think it's
Okay.
yeah.
I think that's a
Right.
better
So we're
product.
going to be stuck with Rashford for another season. That's gonna be
Yes,
depressing.
I don't. Vim, I don't think he's leaving this season, mate. I
All
would have
we
loved
need
him,
is
but I
for
don't
E-
think he's going.
all,
United
all
are
we
looking
need is
at.
for Eric Ten Hag. All
Go
we
on,
need
go
is
on,
for
John.
Eric Ten Hag to have the. All we need is for Eric Ten Hag to have the ball, the strength. Okay, I'm muted.
Oh, Olise did
to-
go. Sorry, correction. My bad.
He's at
we just
PSG.
need-
No, he's at Bayern.
Ah,
Oh yeah,
went to
Bayern
Bayern,
bought
yeah.
him.
Oh,
Oh,
they hijacked that deal because I know
Yeah.
PSG made the bid. So
All
hey,
we need-
maybe they'll come back for Rashford. Who knows? We need to figure something out there.
Maybe
All we
Stoke
need
need
is
him or
for-
something.
Stoke. Oh, come on,
He
man.
can't do it on
Nah.
a cold, rainy night in Stoke.
Nah, he won't. Right,
All we
United are
need-
chasing
all
a
we
guy
need is
called.
for Eric. Oh my-
Yeah, go on,
Let
go
me
on.
just get this out. All we
Mm.
need is for Eric Ten Hag to have the strength and the balls to drop Rashford and not just continuously play him if he's just giving bad performance. That's all.
I
And he
think-
should be fine.
I think
Maybe
Yeah, go.
maybe he could do what he did to Sancho and just send him off somewhere for about a year and go improve your football and your work rate and then come back and then sell him.
I'm afraid
Maybe
of
we could
how
do that.
It's a little different because Sancho was kind of banished away. You know, it
Yeah,
wasn't
so
really-
banish Rashford for
Yeah.
being rubbish.
I
Yeah.
think because I mean I think if you look at it, now that we've got Ruud van Nistelrooy, who was a deadly predator, I think they're going to say, okay, can you work on Rashford's finishing, Garnacho's finishing? So Ruud van Nistelrooy is going to be more work. Hopefully, he's going to work with where Bernie, what's his name? Bernie, who was the striker coach? Oh, Bernie McCarthy. He's going to replace. He's replacing
Benny
Bernie
McCarthy.
Yes, as a striker coach, which will help Rashford. So I think that's the reason why they're keeping Rashford for this season to see, okay, with Ruud van Nistelrooy there, would that help improve Rashford in front of goal?
Yeah. Now you're talking about coaches actually. Van der Gaag has gone.
Yeah, he's been moved on.
I'm so surprised about that because that
Yeah.
was his Ten Hag's number 2 and they
Yeah,
were always
they moved
together.
him
So
on.
what
They
happened
moved
there?
on. They brought Ruud van Nistelrooy to replace him. He's done. He's bad. I was shocked.
But I
Who's the
thought Van
background?
Nistelrooy is the striker coach or something. He's
So you have
replacing Benny McCarthy.
you have Ten Hag, Van Nistelrooy, McLaren, and there's another guy. I can't
McLaren
remember.
is responsible for first team
Yes. So
on-field
Ruud van
activities,
Nistelrooy is
if I'm
literally
correct.
assistant manager, kind of.
So he's taken over
So-
from Van der Gaag.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Steve
quite a bold
McLaren-
move, I think,
It was a bold move.
to get rid of his number 2 like that.
As somebody who's played for United in the past, probably as a player, so
And
the players
cares
cannot,
about the club.
yeah, and a player who's like he won one league title, FA Cup, League Cup, and he won all the 4 local tradition trophies in England. So,
Yeah,
but he's
so-
been in there,
He
he's
went to
been
Boston.
there, so he knows
So-
what it's like. So players have
Yes.
must respect him.
Current.
So
there's
with,
a trio
Yeah.
who are
Mm.
really making these decisions, I think. It's Jason Wilcox,
yes,
it's Dan Ashworth,
yes,
and it's Omar Barada. I think the 3
Yes.
of those
Mm,
have got good heads on them. So
yes.
I like the way they move.
Right.
Yeah.
So United have tried to they're trying to get a guy called João Neves from Benfica. Is it Benfica? I think so.
Yeah, Benfica.
PSG want him, and United have agreed personal terms, but at the same time, PSG want. So I think the deal is United want Ugarte as a midfielder, who's a very good player, but it's complicated because PSG will sell him, but United can't get. They can't. United are not going to get both players. It's impossible. There's no way they're going to get João Neves and Ugarte. It's not. I can't see it happen. I mean, United have been quick in these. What's your take on Ugarte and João Neves, Joe? Quickly.
My thing is, I mean, where is he supposed to play? Right? What's he bringing? What's he?
Ugarte will play midfield where.
Oh no, I can see Ugarte, but João Neves is the one that I'm like. If he comes in, is Mason Mount going to get in this lineup? How does Mason Mount?
We're listening to offers for Mason Mount apparently.
That was
Oh,
quick.
are we? I don't think
That's
so.
what I'm hearing.
Really?
We're listening to
That was
offers.
quick.
Yeah.
Damn. That was quick.
Because this is like I don't see how Mason Mount.
Ugarte
gets
would be a
any-
replacement for Casemiro.
Yes.
He's
Yes,
defensive.
that's
I
a
think-
good one. I get that one.
I think the thing you have to comparatively is that João Neves is 19. So even if you can't offload a Mason Mount immediately, you can still put him in as he can still play the 8. He can play the 10, João Neves. But also because he's 19, you can justify starting more senior players over him. If you basically, as what my understanding is, PSG thought Ugarte was on the way out, so João is the replacement.
Yes.
But if we are able to secure a João Neves, which I think would be huge because the kid is talented, kid can ball. If you secure him, then obviously you don't go after Ugarte because you don't need him anymore. And I think if you're PSG, Ugarte is good enough, he's solid enough that you can keep him. Even if you're looking to move him on down the line, I think you're okay this season. You still win the Ligue 1 because, well, unless Mason Greenwood goes off and scores 40 goals, which he might.
Mason Mount. You said Mason Greenwood.
Yeah, I was saying in the French league because he's going to Marseille.
Yes. He's not coming back. He's done. It's finished.
They better watch out for him. But no, I think if you have a João Neves, he's way better than a Mason Mount. We saw Mason Mount yesterday. Jesus, come on, it's Rangers, and you're struggling. You can't put a ball in from a set piece. You can't. No service. Hannibal comes in, and oh my God, the assist from Hannibal.
That wasn't Hannibal.
Sorry,
that wasn't Hannibal.
It was Hannibal.
Yeah, it was.
For the second goal.
No.
The second goal was the assist from Meshri.
Yeah. I thought you said it was Hannibal that had the assist.
Yeah, for the second goal. He's the one who put it for
Yes.
Yeah. Because it was a through ball.
Here's the thing that Meshri offers that Mount doesn't is the movement off of the ball. Off of the ball, Mount is slow, unimpactful, right? Now you get somebody like João Neves who's even better than a Hannibal, right? And who's kind of proven to be a little bit more mature in situations because we know Meshri he's got the temper and that kind of thing. But if you put those two boys working together long term, forget about it. They can run midfields, one breaking it up, one creating. And Mason Mount, look, man, I didn't really rate the transfer when he came in. It seemed like a rotational player for us, but then he didn't get any rotation because he was injured, because he was unimpactful. If you can sell him and strip that number off his back. Because look, man, he was not given the 7 because he was going to be a Magic player. He was given the number 7 because we needed to sell shirts. We needed some change back in the coffers. And it didn't even really work out that way. How many number 7 Mount jerseys have you seen at the pub? I've seen one, maybe, if I can remember. I've seen one.
Maybe he was cursed by that number 7. Like a few players, but it's a heavy number, isn't it?
That shirt is very.
It's a heavy number, but he was playing the same way at
number.
Chelsea. Honestly, I didn't rate him back then either.
I thought it was over. I think it's overrated.
So João Neves would play, as you said, as a number 8, right? So he's an attacking midfielder.
Yes.
So then is he going to be able to play alongside Bruno?
Yes.
Or are they going to be stepping over each
I
other's
think
feet?
he,
Are
I
they
think
going to
he
have a
plays,
similar
I think he
role?
plays under Bruno. I think Bruno is your starter. I think Zhao gets in rotationally because we know he likes to rotate Mainu again because he's 18, 19 because he's younger. And I think rotating those types of players even more makes sense. And these are types of players that you can rotate, and the methodology, the structure doesn't change. Because if we rotate in McTominay, if we rotate in Mount, the game changes. We know it. The style of play changes.
So Neves is going to rotate in for Bruno.
I think he rotates either in for Bruno or he
Bruno
rotates
or
in for
Casemiro.
The main okay,
No,
so
probably
Mainu
Bruno
does
Mount.
play defensive, but he has the freedom to go and attack.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah,
like he's box to box.
Yeah.
Bruno is a creative attacking 10, although he wears number 8.
But you have
So
a
I'm just thinking,
19-year-old that can also
can we
play
get-
box to box. You have
Yeah, so can we get
at
Neves
19,
and Bruno
you
in the
got
same team playing together?
At
which would be
19, you got the legs to go box to box if you need to. Or
I think they can both.
you're
But remember, they both
stuck
play
in-
for. They're going to be playing for Portuguese together. So he's a
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, he's got
Anyway,
talent.
he was rated, I think, Player of the Year in the Primeira Liga,
Yeah, he is.
Portugal League.
Louis, this is Maxi Oyadele. He was the one that had the assist yesterday. It wasn't Hannibal.
Oh, it looks like Hannibal.
Oh,
He looks nothing like Hannibal.
from
the same
the
hairstyle as
TV, we
Hannibal.
got the hairstyle, same hairstyle.
Yeah.
It's not the same hairstyle. These
Isn't
are
it?
twists.
Ah,
Hannibal
Hannibal is
Dreads.
Hannibal's at the-
He just has
Yeah, I
curly
think
hair.
he recently went to
Okay.
dreads because Hannibal had like the long flowing mane, and then he
Yeah.
yesterday he came out and it was locked up.
So who is this guy behind you, Joe? He's from the academy, right?
He's an academy player. If you look at some of his highlights, he's saucy, bro. He's saucy. Great footwork.
Why
He's
can't I
got
not?
Hannibal's
I
energy
mean,
with much better
we
footwork.
have so much talent, but I'm just worried most of these guys ain't gonna make it in the first team. That's what I'm saying. We have so much full of players. Even the guy who scored the goal yesterday, he
what
played
did you
in
say
the
his name
preseason.
was? Maxi Oyadele.
Oyadele.
He's
Oyadele,
Nigerian.
Okay, so he came on for
Oh.
Lenioro.
yeah. Nationally, he's Polish.
Huh?
He
Polish.
plays for Poland. Yeah,
So
Wow.
he plays
which,
for
mean, which means his
Can I
mom
not
is
see
Poland,
this?
he's Nigerian, his dad's probably Nigerian. He's mixed race, isn't it? He is.
I don't know.
Yeah, he looks mixed race. If you say he's Polish, it could be. I'll go see. So, but these players,
So the
and what I'm worried
geneticists,
about,
man.
what I'm worried about is would will any of these guys really make it in a United first team? We got someone guys.
Not yet.
you
Not
know?
yet. I think they're young stars for the future, but they won't make it in this campaign.
Don't forget, we still have Pellistri there. Pedestrian's still there. Hannibal
Yeah.
is still there.
Up Listry.
You know, Anthony. Don't
Didn't we
forget, Anthony's still there.
didn't Pelestri go on loan somewhere?
He was on loan last season, yeah.
He was on loan last season. He
I don't
did
remember
well
where.
for. He did win the Copa. But what of Anthony? My question now, Bim, where does Anthony fit in? all of
Listry
this?
didn't win the Copa.
No, he played for Uruguay. Sorry.
Yeah, he played for
Uruguay. Yeah.
And
Sorry, what was the question?
Where does Anthony fit in all
Anthony.
of this? Yes.
Oh, yeah, the £100 million man, right?
Yes.
Look, I think with a
Mr.
better
Speedy.
team, and if they give him a good kick up the backside, I think he can improve. I don't think we should shift him on straight away, although
Right.
maybe some people probably disagree with that. But I think we can see a better Anthony. I think he just needs a better team around him, and he
Right.
needs to just start getting to that byline and using 2 feet. I think we
Right.
can see more from him, but
that's fair.
I don't know what the plan is.
Louis, you agree with that Anthony?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think right now, I think he I don't think he starts over Garnacho. He definitely doesn't start over Starboy Rashford. But I mean, he's got to watch out. Like again, it's preseason friendly, and he's inconsistent as all hell. But I mean, the goal from Diallo was.
Then when you see, there's Ahmad, there's Garnacho, there's Rashford, there's Anthony.
I don't think Diallo is the future
There's
though.
Sancho.
So we've got 2 good players for every position.
Yes.
Sancho. Oh my God, what a horrible game for Sancho. Oh man, so bad.
Yesterday,
poor.
Rangers.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
It
just like
was.
3 wide open chances. Hit it over
He
the
missed
ball.
it. He
He
did
hit
miss
it
a
to the
sitter
left
yesterday.
twice.
He did miss a
But he
sitter.
wasn't he connecting well with some other players? Like
Yeah, he was.
holding the ball and
He was
Doesn't
passing
matter if you
around.
don't score goals, homie. You're a forward. Be a forward. You're not an
I don't know
interior
what he is.
player.
He's a winger, isn't he? Left
He's a
winger.
winger. But like, it's the thing
Hey.
is, if you're not,
I really didn't. I
assisting,
didn't
you're
want it.
not
I really
connecting in
didn't
the
want him
box.
back. I didn't
If
want
you're
him back.
connecting in the midfield, great. But if you're not connecting in the final third,
Yeah,
what are we paying you for?
true. But so has he smoked the peace pipe with Ten Hag then?
Yes, it seems so. Yeah,
That's the rumor. Yeah,
that's the rumor.
apparently they sat it
I
down. They
really
had
didn't
to-
want him back. I really didn't want him
You
back.
know, to be honest, I didn't want him. I didn't want him back either. But if it's between Sancho and Anthony,
Mm.
well, we need to sell Anthony now, man. Sancho has for
Who's
whatever
gonna
his
buy
faults
him? No
is,
one wants him though. No one's gonna
I'd
buy
rather
him.
have
for,
Anthony than
for
Sancho.
whatever his faults are, Sancho has a much higher ceiling than Anthony. There is the mechanics of how Anthony plays. He's not going to be able to fix that. Like not having a right leg. How do you fix that? How do you fix that? You're a winger that plays on the right side, and you don't have a right leg.
We're not
You
shifting to the
haven't
left. Then.
perfected. You haven't.
Yeah, but I don't know
perfected
why
that
they don't
shot
go shifting
that you
to
like
the
to
left.
take. You haven't perfected that shot that you like to take all the time, right? Just outside the box, try to curl it into the corner. You're not even making the goalie sweat 90% of the time. So I think Sancho has a much higher ceiling. We should
Sancho
sell
can't
Anthony
beat
as
players
quickly as
1v1
possible.
anymore.
He can't.
Say that again.
He hasn't done it in years since Dortmund.
So what was he doing last season in Dortmund then? Was he not?
He
playing
had,
well?
I think, 20 games. He scored like 4 goals.
So he's not a goal scorer.
No.
Not a goal scorer. He's just.
He
I
seems
just-
he's like a lower
I-
grade Jack Grealish. He can seem
Yes.
to
the
keep the
only
ball.
the only reason why
Jack
Ten
Grealish
Hag
is
is going to
better.
keep.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
yeah,
the
lower grade.
Go
I
on,
think the
Joe.
only reason Eric Ten Hag keeps Anthony is because of his defensive attributes. That's it, and that's probably the reason why they'll end up moving Sancho along. Because, but
Joe,
I don't know what.
sorry, is it possible that you could turn your mic up, man? I'm having a really hard time.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
turn it
man.
up a bit.
It's
Yeah,
that
you seem to be
boom mic you
scared.
got. It's just like
Right.
muffling the sound.
This was what Eric Ten Hag said today in reference to Scott McTominay. If you score 10 goals in a season and perform very well for Scotland, there will be interest. We want to actually keep him because he's a very important player to us. From what Eric Ten Hag said today, does it look like McTominay is going to be sold?
God, I hope so.
You
I
hope
think-
so.
Do you guys want to sell? Vin, do you want McTominay gone?
What's he earning now? 80 grand a year? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, 80 grand a week.
As a
More.
squad player.
He's
As a
on
squad player.
120, isn't he?
Eh? He's on 120
As-
now because he's. I mean, he was helping out Rasmus last season, and he chips in. I
10
think
goals.
he can only be like a squad striker.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he doesn't have a defensive mind.
Fulham won him.
So if Zerki, I'm
Can
presuming,
happen.
is going to be the main striker, and then you're
Yes.
going to have Rasmus assisting, and then when
Yes.
Rasmus is injured, you bring McTominay in, or for a goal down and you need a goal,
What about now?
get
Can you hear me?
Scott McTominay on. I think you could keep him as a squad
Can you
player.
guys hear me?
You keep it on the squad
Yeah.
player?
Well, we
Uh,
could. I mean,
Louis.
if we can get 35 million for him, then sell him.
Fulham
Because
offered 15.
we're losing money all over the place. With
Fulham offered
Anthony,
15.
15 million
If-
now. I think we need to make a bit
If
more.
if Fulham wants him and they offer £5 plus the cost for the bus ride, they can have him. They
So-
pay the bus fare. They pay the bus fare, they can have him.
United want 30.
Yes.
Fulham offered 30.
We've got to make profit somewhere, right? Because we're going to lose money with Anthony. We're going to lose
Honestly,
money
I
with
think they rated him too highly.
Sancho.
because The whole reason the deal with West Ham fell through is because they wanted like 40.
40 million. Yeah.
It was like no one's gonna pay you 40 for this player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Who's gonna pay you 40 for him? So now they're like, oh, we want 30. I don't even think you can get that. I think maybe you can get 25 max. And that's
McTominay.
I
like
think
and that's like a good negotiator getting that deal done.
I
Okay.
think in the current market, we should be
Mm.
selling McTominay for 30 at least.
30.
In the current market.
Yeah.
All right.
Because if,
Well,
if Manchester United were trying to get a player
In
like
the current
McTominay,
British market, maybe if you
yeah, in the current market,
go
that's,
elsewhere,
you
it
know,
would be less.
right.
I don't think because he's not worth it that we shouldn't also take advantage of what the market is. How is it that
Exactly.
we're the only ones not making money off of our players? Meanwhile,
Exactly.
everybody else, why are we the ones that always getting rinsed? Come on,
Exactly.
Because our players are
okay.
no good. Because no one wants them because their salaries are too high. That's why.
Mm.
We have to
Very true.
offload
But
players.
also,
That's
we
where
don't
we're
make
at.
we don't make great players. We don't. Okay, academy is different, but the players that come to us decline.
Decline and
We're
lose
not
value.
increasing their value, which is
Nope.
what City does. We're
Nope.
decreasing their value
Yes.
because
I
of shit
believe-
football.
I believe that you're gonna sell Euro for a shit ton. If you sell Manu down the line, you're gonna get a shit ton.
Right.
You know, those types of players.
Mhm.
That's your future.
Right.
Players like Maguire,
Wan-Bissaka.
like
West
dude,
Ham.
How much have we sold him yet?
West Ham. No, West Ham. He's between West Ham and Fenerbahce. They're offering 20. United are holding out for
20
25.
million for Wan-Bissaka.
20? No. Wan-Bissaka is at least 35, 40. Get out of
United
here,
holding
man.
out for 25.
This
They
guy
were
shuts
apparently.
down. No.
the market
He- he sh-
disagrees, man. And I
I
think,
think they
Nah,
were-
man.
his salary is too high for.
He's only on 150 something. He ain't gonna lock
It's-
it.
It
He's
may
on
be
150.
too high. It may be too high, but if you're like, who made it into the Champions League? Not Tottenham, right? It was Aston Villa.
Yeah.
That would be a great acquisition for Aston Villa. You're in the Champions League. You're going to be going up against some of the best wingers in the world now when you play, right? Wan-Bissaka greatly helps a team like Aston Villa, where you can just pick us. You can pick that side and say, okay, I'm not stressing off of that side. That's what Wan-Bissaka brings you.
I wouldn't be happy to sell him to Villa. I'd rather, if we sell him to another league, because I don't
Right.
want to face off with Wan-Bissaka.
Wow.
You know how good a
That's
defender
true.
he is.
That's true.
I'd rather
So
we
you'd
shift
rather
him
sell him to
somewhere else.
Sell him to Turkey.
Okay, if you don't value Wan-Bissaka, imagine if Wan-Bissaka was playing against us. Who
Yeah.
in this team can fuck with Wan-Bissaka?
No one.
Anthony.
He's great. He's a great defender.
So that's how a great defender he is.
Yeah,
So
but
we-
they want
That's what we
someone
gotta
who-
sell.
yeah, but they want someone who's good up front, and
Up
he's
front.
not.
Okay, no,
He's
I
not.
get that. The reason why I'm explaining that is when we try to sell him, that's why we don't undervalue him. Just that's
I
why
don't
we
think-
say,
Yeah.
you
I
know,
don't think it's so much about undervaluing him, but I think it is if you want to sell him outside of the Premier League because you don't want to face him, which I agree, rightfully so.
Fenerbahce
Eventually you
interested.
want him.
Well, Fenerbahce want to pay 20.
Yeah, Fenerbahce, look at the types of players
I would rather keep him.
that Turkish teams buy. It's cheaper. Look at the players that Serie A, the Ligue 1, the Eredivisie, like when they buy in, it's not like the Premier League players, like the price is inflated. Like we know this. Like
You're
Premier
right.
League clubs overspend. We
Yeah.
overspend like the most because we had a terrible transfer staff that we're working on.
Very
But
true.
Premier League typically pays more. So if you want those types of prices, like what they're worth, like you got to sell to a Premier League club. If you don't want to sell to a Premier League club, you have to understand that they cannot take on the wages. So you're gonna have to come down on the
That's the
overall
problem.
rates. And it sucks. It really does suck because I definitely rate Aaron Wan-Bissaka. If we kept him, I'd be happy.
We paid 50.
Yeah.
Now we want 25 for him.
Yeah, I mean, I think
If
that's
we kept him, I would
you're
keep
gonna
him.
get
Yeah,
from
I would
outside
love
the
to keep
Premier
him.
League. Yeah.
Right. Now there's also Lindelof is about to be shifted that shift
Yeah,
out.
that's a good move.
Yeah.
Really people think twice,
Lindelof.
is it? I
Yeah.
mean, you guys agree?
Yeah,
Lindelof
get
to
rid of
go?
him.
I think
Yeah,
he's
he's rubbish.
I think he's gonna do fantastic in the Turkish league or in the Netherlands or somewhere
He
like
turned
that.
30 this week, I
No.
believe, last week.
Yeah,
Really?
I think he'll
Wow.
do good
Okay.
at a club like that. But yeah, he's Premier League. It's the league is too good. League is
So
too-
Joe, you
I
agree
mean,
Lindelof to go?
I agree
Iceman?
for I agree for Lindelof to go, right? But I still think he can play for a mid-table to lower table Premier League team, and I think there are other leagues also in Europe that that it would work where it would work. I don't think he's so bad that he's going to. I mean, look at how we thought of what's his name that went to Roma, one half of the Chuckle Brothers.
Smalling.
Smalling. I like
Yeah,
Smalling.
and
I
he
thought Smalling
and
was
he went
better
out there and he
than
went
Bayern.
he went
And
out
you
there and
all
did his
laughed at
thing.
me.
He became a better player, actually.
Yeah, he became a better player. So like there's systems out there where Lindelof could be successful. It's just for
Smalling,
us.
Smalling
we wanna
wasn't
play a high
30
line,
when he
about
was
it.
we need
old.
someone.
He
Jose
wasn't
is
30 years
now
old.
Mourinho's at Turkey, so he might reunite Lindelof because he brought Lindelof to United, Mourinho.
Oh.
So he could go back and join his former coach.
But I mean, let's take that with a grain of salt because of the way we've been acquiring players, especially on the second seasons of people's managerial terms. We know that normally there's a drop off in the amount of money spent. So just because somebody brings in we've had so many times where I don't think the people we acquired were necessarily the first choice for the manager. So I wouldn't automatically think that there's like a good relationship there where Jose is looking to pick up Lindelof. I'm just saying.
What kind of fee are we looking at for Lindelof anyway?
15.
Yeah.
15, which is reasonable because we paid 35 million euros for him.
Someone in one team offered 9. United said, "Bye, come back again."
Nah, not 9. I would say at least 15, 20. Yeah, I'll take
We paid
that.
35 or was it 30 million for him?
30 million for him. I mean, it's funny.
Give me 9 and give me a unproven 18-year-old.
Yeah. We paid
Give me something like
30.7 million for him.
What do you guys think of the lit? I would take the lit, man.
Oh, I
for
would
Bayern
take the
Munich.
lit. I would take the lit all day.
He's got injury problems though.
Yeah.
He's got problems with his knees.
Right. Mm.
And he's
I don't
not played.
like that. I
He's
don't
missed
like
a lot
this.
of games. He's missed a lot of games.
And you have a Euro coming in as well.
Yeah, but he's missed a lot of games. So why do we want to buy a player that's always injured?
And he's going to be mad expensive.
Talented.
Yeah, after last season, I don't care, man. After last season, you know who else is quick? Eric Bailly. But you couldn't keep him on the pitch. You know what I mean? So like after maybe if it was just like we had just like a regular season last season, but after last season, I am in shell shock with injured players, all season. So
you have to replace Varane.
Yeah, Euro's replacing him. Euro.
You have to replace one with quality.
Is it? Yeah, I would say the delete is the Varane.
I think that
well, he's very skillful. He played for Eric Ten Hag with Ajax, then went to went to Juventus, then went to Bayern Munich. He's played for big teams in Europe. He's got the experience.
Isn't the partnership going to be Euro and Martinez though?
Yes,
going forward. That's the main partnership, right?
I think it's going to be.
If we bring in Delete
and Martinez.
If we bring in Delete, then Delite's injured. Then I think the main partnership is going to be Euro.
Breaking news.
Right.
Joe Biden has stepped down as a presidential candidate.
Are you serious?
Yeah, breaking news.
That's good. That's good, man. Are we going to American politics now?
No, I just
are you not happy?
It just flashed
Joe,
right
you happy?
Joe Biden has dropped out of the presidential race as a Democrat candidate.
I'm voting for Bill Nelson. That's what I'm gonna do.
So, but the quick problem here is if Kamala Harris goes in as the candidate, is America ready for a female black president? I don't think America's ready for a female president yet. I don't think America's ready for a female president right now. I don't think
America is ready for a female president.
I don't think she becomes the candidate because she can't beat.
Joe Biden is endorsing Kamala Harris for president.
Oh God!
But the thing is with that, right? Kamala Harris gets all the funding that has been raised so far for that party.
Right.
Whereas a new candidate comes in, they can't use all that funding.
Right. True. But I don't think she could beat Trump. I just can't see her win.
Yeah, she can't. She's not popular.
Really? But isn't Trump very unpopular though? Or is he more popular because he's got a new ear piercing?
Listen, no, wait a minute. Ben, you got to understand. Okay, Trump is unpopular, but he's unpopular the way, what was that London mayor, the one with the crazy hair?
Boris.
Boris Johnson, yeah.
He's Boris Johnson popular.
Who?
So
Trump,
yeah.
Oh my word.
You don't understand. Like, it's not, you guys are looking at him like, oh yeah, this guy's no, but like,
he's dangerous for your country. He is dangerous.
Bro,
look how much racism is caused.
A lot of people don't understand.
You heard it first on Soccer We Like It.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sleepy Joe.
So,
you guys must be happy though, right? You stepped down.
Mate, I don't even know anymore, mate.
I'm not happy because it happened too close to the election.
Yeah, the changes.
It's happened too close. This needed to happen during the primary. This
When's
need
the
to happen during
election?
the primary.
November.
November.
The November.
I mean, you've got plenty of
got
time for the next
time.
candidate
You
to,
gotta
to
no,
show
you
their
gotta understand,
soul.
but you gotta understand that the
Yeah.
Joe Biden coalition, that his fans
Yeah.
are not necessarily interchangeable with Kamala Harris. You know, so
Yeah.
like
So
it's
who
a hard
gotta-
one.
who should step in then
Democrat-
instead of Kamala Harris?
I don't freaking know,
Bernie.
man. It's
Gavin
so
Newsom?
close. See, that's the thing. It's so close. The Democratic Party have to decide whether they're gonna just like put somebody in there, or they'll just need to have like a Royal Rumble real quick.
I
to
thought
get
Gavin
somebody,
Newsom
you
seems
know.
like a young Clinton, doesn't he? He appears to be like a young Clinton.
Yes, he
Sounds like
does.
him. Yeah, he seems
Obviously,
quite hip
With
as
Kamala
well.
Obviously,
Harrison, I think Trump
he
will beat
seems
her
like the
clean
more-
and fair. I think Trump
I
will
think
beat
so.
will
I think
defeat
so.
her Camilla. I think Biden will be giving Trump a harder race than Camilla would. So yeah. Right, back to football.
Back to football.
Football and
What do you guys think of
politics.
Rabiot? Rabiot his
Oh,
contract
yeah.
is finished at Juventus.
Oh my God! So we get him on a
He's
free.
available. He
On a
will be
free?
the ideal replacement for Casemiro. He had a very good Euros. I mean,
He's
France were
29
poor,
years
but
old.
he stood out. Yeah, he is.
He's
That's the
29
thing,
years
you-
old.
you
The
have
mother
to
is
pull-
spoken about. The mother wants her son to have nothing. It should be receive nothing like 295 a week.
Yeah, but I thought our cap is going to be 200,000 a week for all the
Yeah,
players
but the
now.
mother's pushing for 290.
But
I
the
thought,
mother
what
is
the
a
hell?
nut because
Yeah.
I think
That's why we stepped away 2
she's
seasons ago.
yeah,
But
that's
he's
right because
back.
of the mother.
Would
Yeah,
you
I don't
take
like
him?
that.
Would you
No,
take
I
him?
would stay away from him.
No, yeah, I would
He's
stay
a
away
good
too.
player.
You're just
Take away
buying.
take away all the mums shenanigans. He's a good
No.
player, though. He's a good
He's
player.
Yeah, but how
he's
long?
not
How
that
long is it
good.
gonna? You're gonna get him,
Yeah.
or if you get him on a free and get him at 200,000,
Yeah.
yes. But we're buying old stock. You know, we're buying used stock. This guy's old now, 29 years old.
But he's got the experience.
We're done with
Casemiro
it.
was much older. Casemiro, what we got him at, what, 32, 31?
Yeah, but I think
Rabiot still has,
Casemiro is much better.
but Rabiot's younger. Rabiot still has good 3 seasons as a defensive
I'm
midfielder.
not sure if he does.
I don't think
No,
he's.
what's your take?
I was-
So
this is the
I'd
second
take
time with-
Neves.
You're a
I'll
no?
take Joe Neves.
Okay. Louis, Rabiot.
I think the only way that you can make it make sense is you have to sell Casemiro first.
Right.
However, one of the biggest criticisms of Ten Hag last season was that he did not go enough in towards players' backgrounds before signing them. So like the whole deal with Anthony and his all of that kind of background shit. And just kind of Greenwood wasn't one of his signings, but it's something that he had to deal with. And it's you have to take a hard look at the people surrounding the players, agents, families, outside influences, things like this. And his mother has become a problem for clubs.
She's a nut. She said her son's better than Prime Zidane. I had to laugh.
Yeah, I mean, take that as what you will. Like, yeah, mothers comes to their son's defense. I mean, but it's the fact that because of the personal relationship, it's not just a player agent relationship, right? It's a familial relationship where she believes that her son is valued at or is worth way more than he is. You cannot justify a Rabiot at 295. You can't.
No way.
There's no justification.
I would say 150 max.
Absolute no.
I wouldn't even go that far.
If you give him,
Damn. No, he ain't coming if you're not going to go that far, Joe. He ain't coming. No way.
Fine. I didn't rate him. I didn't rate him 2 years ago when we were linked to him. I don't rate him now. I
watched him in the Euros. He was very instrumental for France. France were bad, but he held it down.
France was bad.
Oh, yeah, France didn't play particularly well. But their midfield was held together by Camavinga and N'Golo Kante. Like, let's be
true. And Rabiot sat in front of that defense. And when he got suspended against was it Holland or something?
Honestly, that's why France lost, is because in that final game they went uber conservative. They wanted to play it out to get to the next game, and they failed massively. And Deschamps, I was shocked that he decided to play that way. But no, I think that if you're gonna spend any type of ridiculous money,
He's
go
free.
after
He's
go after a
free.
Zhao, go after an 18-year-old, 19-year-old, go after a Zhao who's already proven to be impactful. Because Rabiot's biggest impacts as of late have been tabloid, not football. And no, I mean it is what it is.
That's a bit harsh.
It is what it is. But I mean, it would make sense financially for the club to grab somebody on a free as well. Let me put it to you this way: a Rabiot would be a Glazer signing, or a Glazer
Yes.
signing.
Yes.
That's what we're moving away from.
Yes.
That's what we're trying to get away from is
Yes,
big
Tim.
name or a known name
Yeah.
on free, end of his career.
Experienced.
No one wants him, experience.
So has Ericsson gone then?
Sorry?
Has Ericsson gone?
Ericsson's going to be shipped out as well. You see, we have so many players
He
who
needs
got
to
to
be
be
shipped out.
out.
That's another experienced player. Up,
Yeah.
Up in age.
You know, I like Ericsson more than I like Rabiot, but honestly, I think Ericsson does he have a year left on his contract? I think, right? I think he has 1 year left. I think if you can't offload him to a smaller club anywhere in Europe, then you see him in a cup match from here, every now and again, maybe get some minutes every now and again, and then you let him retire at the end of his contract, unless he figures out a way to go somewhere else. But you definitely don't want both of those players on your roster.
Right.
Taking up space, taking up salaries.
Right. That's true. That's true. So Vima said no, you say no, Joe definitely said hell no. So
no, stay away from that. No more.
Rabiot's out of the equation. But I mean, other than that, I think United I still think United, yes, we've got youngsters in Xerxes and Euro, but we still also need a bit of experience. Casemiro's going to be, I think he's going to be sold eventually. I can't see him playing the season. I think he's done. I think we're going to sell him to Saudi. Ericsson, I think he's gone. I think Wan-Bissaka's gone. I think Mutomi, Amrabat, exactly. I think United want to offer Amrabat a contract.
No,
now,
I read that they don't want to activate that fee.
I read that they were willing to renegotiate, but they're not willing to pay
another loan deal.
The clause was 20 million. If they wanted to buy him after the loan, and they said we'll take him if you'll renegotiate. Because they don't think he's worth 20, and frankly, I don't think he's worth 20.
So you got Joe. So you want Amrabat gone? You don't want him?
No, they already came out and said they're not going to do it.
Oh dang!
They already came out. They already dropped.
Louis,
Amrabat's gone.
You good? We're happy that Amrabat going?
Not for the price.
No, just not impactful enough. Not for what you're trying to do long term. Look, man, if we struggle for a season or two with all young players, I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Go with it, because that's Manchester United football. Right. That's Billy Babes. That's
what we. Amrabat, you happy with the decision to move him on?
I mean, I thought it was great when he played for Morocco. He was played out of position as a left back by Ten Hag, and I think he played well in the FA Cup final. I think he was solid
very
there.
solid there.
I think he can be a squad player. You could pick him up for 10 million. He's 27 years old. He's definitely not first team, but he's solid and he's got good energy. He's got a good engine. I know he's not super fast, but he's all over that pitch. He's got a great work rate. I'd keep him as a squad player if we can. If we don't take Rabiot and Scott McTominay moves on, then I think we have space for Amrabat as a squad player.
Okay. Right. United fly out to America on Wednesday. First game in America in San Diego. Back to California. Of course, California always has the big crowds. They're playing Arsenal on Saturday. Any thoughts about that? Joe, Louis, any of you going to that game?
No, I would not be attending. But, it's another preseason game. Not going to get too crazy if we win. Not going to get too crazy if we lose. I mean, the nature and how we win or lose, that's going to be a factor. It would be interesting to see some of our new acquisitions. Only Euro is going to be there as far as new acquisitions. And hopefully we see Rashford there for the Arsenal game. I just want to see if any of they've only been training for just a couple of weeks now, so I'm not I'm really just trying to watch a lot of the young guys too. The second half of those games.
Right.
Definitely Maxi Oyedele, I'm gonna be keeping an eye on.
Okay.
Over
Louis,
him.
you going to San Diego anytime at all?
I am not going to San Diego for the next 100 years. Let me tell you something about San Diego.
That's a bit harsh.
Damn.
What did they do to you?
They got to figure that city out. They got problems. Let me tell you. Let
What's
me
the
tell
problem? What's happening with San Diego?
San Diego is massively overrun with drugs and homelessness.
Don't get
I
those shut us
thought
down,
most of
please.
America was like that.
It's like ground zero. Let's put it that
Oh
way.
dear, that's bad.
No,
most of America is not like that, man.
It's not okay.
You know that. No, it's
Don't try
it's
to-
most
don't
of
try to- don't try
it's
to
most
blame
of
from
England like
America.
Top Boy.
Huh? Is most of
Is
England
most
what?
of England like Top Boy?
Top Boy.
Yeah.
South London is like Top Boy.
South London has some
Okay.
bad areas. If you
Yeah.
go deep into South
Yeah,
London,
we,
it depends
we
on
have
what
our
part of
South Londons here
South
too.
London has some
Let
beautiful
me-
places. There's
Let
some
me
bad
let me put it
places.
to you this way: it's getting worse worldwide.
It
Everybody's
is.
got problems
Yes.
It
with
is.
homelessness
It is.
right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's got problems with it. San
Yeah.
Diego is rough as all hell.
But you're going to watch a football match. You're going to watch your beloved team play. Is a difference.
They don't allow firearms into the stadium, so I won't go.
What stadium you
protect
going to that
myself.
allows? What stadium you going to that allows firearms? There, Louis. That's I know you got nothing like that over there in Colorado.
At least with
I
the
know.
Dynamo Stadium in Texas, I can keep it nearby. Let's put it that way. I can't walk in with it, but I can keep it handy.
That's what we love: football and firearms.
That's
all
funny.
I'm saying is we got to protect ourselves on these streets. But
Right.
back to the football.
Right.
I think what Joe said is an extremely important point. You have to take
Oh boy, that's
season
funny.
with a massive grain of salt. You want to see at least the structure. You want to see how the new signings do in their environment. But we're also in a unique position where we have players that really have to justify why they're still around.
Yeah, true.
Sancho, Anthony, these types of players. So we
Wow.
want to see them do something in preseason. We want to see them put in the effort. If it looks like they're just like, oh, it's preseason, whatever, I'm just gonna, kick the ball around, collect my check, and go home. If it doesn't look like they're preparing for football, preparing for a Premier League season, then yeah, red flags start to go off.
Right.
Definitely.
Okay.
Ask.
Vim, Arsenal. You got Arsenal Saturday. You looking at Saturday?
I won't. I don't think I'll be going to San Diego either. Not after what.
Not after what Louis just said.
Come to Houston, my guy. Come to Houston. We'll
I've been to Houston several times.
You
I
have?
definitely won't be going. Yeah, I have. Yeah. No, I won't go to San Diego, man. I don't. I want to stay
you
alive.
came when you didn't know us, right?
That's correct. Yeah,
Right.
a long time ago.
You should come. You should come round when we're all there.
Yeah, but Arsenal would be interesting. It'll be watching potentially their reserve team or their up and coming starlets facing against some of ours.
That won't be a friendly. That won't be a friendly game either. It would be a tough game.
Right. But I wanted to ask though, what is the deal with Sancho? Are we listening to offers for him? What's going on with him?
I think so. I think it's on offer. Like it's if you come, great, but I don't think we're actively seeking to sell. If someone comes with the offer, I think the door is open for him to leave, as I understand.
Okay.
But the line in the sand has been drawn as they keep writing between him and Ten Hag. So if he stays, he gets to play.
Right. So they've made up.
Then we also got Liverpool as well, and I think that's
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Is that a safe place to go?
It's better.
What about Los Angeles?
Oh boy, you need to ask Louis.
It's tough. Los Angeles is big enough that you can avoid. That's the thing. If you need to. It's like if you want to go straight from the airport to the hotel to the stadium and back, you'd be all right.
Yeah.
And there's lots more. That's the thing is like I think
Louis is your tour guide.
Yeah, Louis, you're not selling America very well.
No, you want me to sell America? I'll tell you where to go. Just don't go there.
Where shall I go? Florida?
Miami's great. I love Miami.
It's sinking, isn't it?
I love Miami, and probably Miami is sinking, like Venice. No, dude, look, there's tons of places you can go. I think just those hallmark kind of places that are just traditionally touristy. I
Yeah.
mean, I think that's not real life. Those
Yeah.
are very niche communities that
Yeah.
have suffered a lot of crazy ups and downs.
Yep.
You know, so it's rough right now. New York is rough right now.
Yeah.
They have a migrant crisis over there. Like, you know,
Yeah. It's
it's
just like London. London is. I mean, even when I went for
But
2.5 weeks,
that's the
it's
thing about
London's
New
tough.
York. We always
London, New York
having
are
it.
literally identical. It's the same.
If
They're
you're gonna
the
if
same
you're gonna go
thing.
to if you're gonna go to California, go to Sacramento, man. I love Sacramento. What a great
Yeah.
city. What a phenomenal city. Great food, great people. You know what I mean?
So
Like,
Joe and Louis, are any of you going to go to South Carolina, see Man United, Liverpool?
I'm broke.
No,
Joe?
I'm
TV,
not.
man.
No, I'm not.
TV is
I'm
It's
not
critical.
closer to
going.
Texas. It's in the South.
I
I
don't
would have
care.
gone if I
Still
could.
the
I
same.
can't.
It's all on MUTV.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm sure we've all
Got a
re-upped on our
subscription.
subscriptions. Yep.
It's
Yep.
also
If they
on
were coming to
Yep.
Texas, say even if they're Austin or Dallas, we
Yeah.
would have made that trip. But
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Anywhere in the tri area, San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, I would have gone, but because that's a good day trip, you know what I mean? Good weekend trip, you know.
Yeah.
But South Carolina, I haven't.
all right, gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. Any questions? Transfers? Are you all excited about the transfers that we've made quick? Yes, no? What do you guys think?
I like the movement. I like the movement,
Yeah.
but let's see some exits. You know,
Right.
'cause
Yes.
those
Yeah,
exits are
exits.
problematic
exits
to
are
our
going to
lineup.
be our exits are going to determine whether this is a green, red, or black transfer window, right? Are we in the green? Are we in the red? Are we neutral? We need to
Yeah. We
Okay.
need those exits so that if we need to make some corrections in the mid season window, we can. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
100%.
So everyone's happy with this, the speed, but like I said, the outgoings need to be what would make this transfer great. But I like the way we've gone for. All right, gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. I want to give a big shout out to Vim, the sole representative of UK, this analyst. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon.
See you in America soon.
US
San Diego, here I come. Not.
my USA crew, Louis, thank you very much, the singing director, and Mr. Soulman, representing Houston Red Army as well. Mr. Positive, thank you very much. I'll see you guys soon. Let's have a nice day and a nice weekend. You take it easy, guys. Take care. All right.
Thanks, Tim.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.